JJ and Eltoro back on that college football show. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, have some fun with us, and thank you for hanging out as we talk a little football. Eltoro, the Associated Press Top 25 is out. Was released on Monday. Let's go through it and then we'll discuss a few things about it. Okay. Number one, they had the Ohio State Buckeyes. Number two, the Oregon Ducks. Number three, Georgia. Number four, Notre Dame. And number five, Texas rounds out the top five. Indiana at number six. Miami at seven. Texas A&M at eight. Ole Miss at nine. Oklahoma at 10. LSU at 11. They have Texas Tech at 12. Alabama at 13. BYU at 14. They have USC at 15. Michigan at 16. Washington at 17, Penn State at 18, SMU 19. You have Tennessee at 20, Utah at 21, Iowa 22, Houston 23, Louisville 24, and Missouri 25. That is the Associated Press preseason top 25. I'll start with this, Eltoro. I said the other day, and I mean it. They don't mean anything in terms of football, but they are fun to look at. What's your thoughts when you hear it right off jump?
Well, I'm looking for Clemson. Where's Clemson?
I can tell you where Clemson is. They were 7-6 last year and lost 9 players in the draft.
So, Jay, you don't think it's a surprise that they're out of the top 25?
No. Listen, on Sports Blitz, that college football show, I'm JJ, he's Eltoro. We had this talk last week, or a couple of weeks ago, when the coaches poll came out, because they had them, I think, 23rd or something. There is nothing I've seen or read about Clemson in 2026 that makes me think they're one of the 25 best teams. You had a team that went 7-6 last year. You had 9 players off that team drafted, I think 5 of them in the first 3 rounds. So you lost your best offensive lineman, your best defensive lineman, you lost your quarterback, you lost defensive players. I mean, receivers. And I don't know any of the guys you have coming back off a 7-6 team. So no, I wouldn't have put him in my top 25 either.
Well, I was shocked to see him out. Also, I think Louisville. I think they got them to I guess low.
A little low.
Yeah. I think they.
It's ACC football, man. I mean, the thing is, like, is Louisville going to be better than SMU?
You don't think so, Jay?
I don't know. I can make an argument for SMU because they got Kevin Jennings, right? I can make that argument.
Right. Yeah.
But I could make an argument for putting Louisville above Houston, although I love Willie Fritz, and he's got a lot coming back, so they could be a surprise.
I tell you what, I tell you the most overrated team. I think.
Tell me.
They're in the 25 USC.
Really?
Yeah.
I like USC this year, man.
I just don't believe in Lincoln Riley and Garrett Patterson.
Okay. I really like that team this year, and I'm going to be so disappointed if they just do what they've been doing. All right, so here's an interesting tidbit on here. Georgia's ranked 3rd, Texas is 5th. No SEC team got a first place vote. No SEC team got a first place vote. So with Georgia, Texas, A&M, Ole Miss, and Oklahoma all in the top 10, LSU, Alabama, all in the top 13, none of them got a first place vote.
Wow. Now, Jay, you mentioned, it was one of your bold predictions that Ohio State wouldn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it's a great chance Ohio State loses 3 games. I wouldn't have them at number 1.
I know, right? That's
no. 7 starters gone off that defense, and I know they just reload, and I know they've got talent, but 1. I mean, Oregon, I could see at 1. Georgia, I could see at 1. I would listen to an argument for Notre Dame at 1, and I would listen to an argument for Texas at 1. I would listen to an argument for Indiana at 1. They're the defending champs. But Ohio State, to me,
with Georgia's schedule and what they have returning, you don't think they deserve the number one spot?
I have them at number one in my mind. Yeah. Georgia to me is number one and Oregon's number two.
Yeah.
I think right now at the end of the year, I kind of think Georgia's going to wind up playing Oregon for the national title. It'll be Dan Lanning against Kirby Smart, right? So
that means no Texas, Jay.
That means no Texas in the title game, man. That would be bad for Sark.
Absolutely.
But we haven't seen him yet. I will tell you one. This is an interesting one. Those top 7, 19 of the last 22 years, the national champion has come from the top 7 of the first AP preseason poll.
Wow.
19 out of 22 years.
Wow.
So that means there's an 86% chance that the national champion is going to be Ohio State, Oregon, Georgia, Notre Dame, Texas, Indiana, or Miami. Interesting little stat there.
Yeah, that's nice trivia right there, Jay.
There's also almost every year, there's a top 10 team, sometimes more than one, that finished the season unranked.
Which one you think that'll be?
I'm looking at you, Texas A&M. I'm looking at you, A&M.
Really, Jay? Oh, you're not sold on the Aggies, huh?
I'm not sold on the Aggies. You know I don't like in-house coordinator hires. So they hired 2 in-house coordinators, one for each side of the ball. You got an offensive coordinator that's never called plays before.
What about
you got
the players, Jay?
You got a quarterback who has not proven he can be consistent. You lost 4 starters on the offensive line, 3 out of the front 7 on the defensive line. There's a lot of losses there, and the schedule's not what it was last year. Last year, he had a pretty breezy schedule. Texas was the only team you played with a winning conference record, and you lost to them. So I think we could see a situation where A&M winds up like 7-5.
7 with that talent, Jay?
I mean, are all those new offensive linemen going to work out? I don't know. Is Marcel Reed going to take the next step? I don't know. Are all those new defensive linemen, are they going to be as good as last year? I don't know. I love Satania at wide receiver. I think he's great. And I love Marcel Reed if Colin Klein was back. Because I think Klein would make sure he would take the next step. I don't know if Holman Wiggins and the new quarterback coach are going to be able to do that.
Make him take the next step. Now, that is something to think about.
And, and there's other ones. I mean, I think USC could jump up there. And here's a big question, because in this state, everybody, what did you think of Alabama at 13?
Jay, I think if the physicality there, I think they need to be lower, meaning like in the top 10.
Yeah.
But I think if not, Jay, I think they got them right where they belong, out of the top 10.
I actually think 13's about right. I every time I look at it, I have them anywhere from 11 to 15. It was funny because there was a conversation on Twitter yesterday, and somebody, I don't remember who the sports writer was, said when the AP poll comes out at noon Eastern today, where's Alabama going to be? I just immediately went 13 because it just made sense to me that there's just too many questions about Alabama. And you know this, I'm a fan of Kalen DeBoer. I like Kalen DeBoer. But there's some stuff from last year that he's got to address. I think he's made moves to address them, and we're going to see if it works out. But if they have improved the offensive line, if they've put together or can put together a running game that is credible, right? It doesn't have to be, you don't have to run for 180 a game. Run for 135, 140, If they can do that, then they're solidly in the top 10. But there's just too many questions for me, man. I think 13 is plenty fair. Alabama fans should not be upset with 13. I would have been upset at 20, but not 13. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, Jay. Now let me ask you this, Jay. Do you think Texas A&M is better than them?
I don't know yet, because I don't know if Alabama has a running game. Okay. I have some of the same questions, right? Like A&M, I know that they're going to They're going to be more run heavy than Alabama because that's the offense they run, right? It's just different offenses. But Alabama's coaching staff, wide receivers and quarterback are probably going to be a little bit better in terms of a passing game. And I don't know. Now, that all changes if Marcel Reed takes a couple of steps forward. Yeah. That also changes in the other direction if Keelan Russell is a star, right?
True.
So it can change in any number of ways. They're both replacing similar pieces, but Alabama didn't change any coordinators. So I kind of know what I'm getting. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, I think A&M, because of the schedule, their schedule's harder than Alabama's. Remember, they got to go to Alabama this year. Our schedule's a little more difficult. I don't know that I trust Marcel Reed yet, and I don't know how Holman Wiggins is going to be as a play caller. Because of those reasons, I think A&M is a candidate to regress. But listen, Ole Miss has a first-time head coach, man. They could fall off the map. What if Pete Golding's not the man? What if he's just not?
I tell you this, Jay, the first game of the season is going to tell a lot when they play Louisville.
Yeah, that Louisville game is going to tell you a lot. The Louisville game will tell you whether or not they're going to be good. The LSU game is going to tell you whether or not they're going to be a contender.
I like it, Jay.
Oklahoma, interesting too. They got a lot coming back, right? I mean, you got Mateer coming back, staff's in place. You know Brent Venables is going to have a good defense because, I mean, he could come over to my house and coach my kids and, have a good defense. So Oklahoma to me is like, man, if John Mateer is a more consistent, level-headed quarterback, maybe that's a top 10, top 5 team. If John Mateer is throwing interceptions and not taking care of the ball, maybe they're a, 15, 18, 20, I don't think Oklahoma will be bad. I just don't know if they're going to be really good. So
their success is definitely riding on John Mateer.
Yeah, he's got to play like an NFL draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
Use this a little more than the muscles and the legs, right? Run, as we said the other night, run the damn offense, man.
There you go.
Run the offense. How hard can it be?
Right, Jay.
All right, that's your AP top 25. I will say this. I'm with you 100%. I know you had him there the other night. I do too. Georgia's my number one until somebody proves me wrong.
Absolutely. The mine's too, Jay. Especially with the schedule they have, Jay.
Yeah. They should not be overly beat up at the end of the year with that schedule. You know what I mean?
Hey, they should mirror Indiana.
Yeah, exactly. There's a time coming, man, when Cignetti's just gonna get bent over and take his whooping, and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Oh man!
And it probably won't be from my team, but Georgia could do it.
Hey, I'm thinking you would like that one, Jay.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. Sure.
Yeah.
You got to remind me about that game every damn show. So here we are. All right, Eltoro, let's get ready to close this show out. Listen, the top 25, the AP top 25 is out. I'm curious about it. I want to see how things change as we get camp updates. I mean, we went over those injuries for Tennessee. Are they going to stay at number 20 with all of those players getting hurt? Do you put them there just because, overall talent? I don't know. I would keep an eye on Washington too. I think that's interesting. Keep an eye on these injuries that we talked about with fall camp, man, because it hurts, Eltoro, so bad to have players that you're depending on getting not just lost, but lost for the season.
Oh, yeah. Change the whole game plan, Trey.
Yeah. And then when nobody has depth like they used to. So now you're going to rely on a young guy, inexperienced guy, maybe a transfer from a smaller school, something like that. It's just not the same.